Good afternoon. My name is Scheffer. I'm the owner and founder of Adsensys. And I was wondering why we only look forward into our future without looking back to the past. Developments are moving in a mind-blistering pace, and without thinking about what we have done in the past, it becomes clear that we will most likely make the same mistakes that we have done in the past. And we have learned so much over the past decades that is helpful for what we are facing at the moment. We have learned and developed techniques to have lightning speed. We have learned, developed ways to communicate all over the earth and even beyond that. And we have learned to study the earth and use everything the earth gives us to grow as mankind. We have also learned that the resources that we have in our planet, that the planet gives us, are not inexhaustible. And getting those resources out of the earth is sometimes already a danger to our mankind. And if we want to make sure that our planet is ready for many years to come and for generations to come, we need to make a change right now. And in doing so, we have to learn from the past, and especially from our past mistakes. We have an almost inexhaustible amount of green energy available for us, from wind, solar, water energy. And from our past, we have learned that using that energy, we can make almost every synthetic particle that we actually need. And we all know how to make hydrogen. And if you don't, I can explain it using a very simple photograph on the screen. You only need an energy source, a bit of metal and water, and you apply energy to the metal rods, and it is a way to split water into hydrogen and oxygen. And this was developed in the 1800s, and since the 1800s we came a long way. But the basics that what we are doing with electrolyzers is still the same. And in this way, using this technology, we can almost produce hydrogen everywhere on our planet. We can produce it in the Netherlands, we can produce it at your company, we can even produce it as close to your production process as it actually is needed. And today, we have the means, the knowledge and the power to use this technology to replace fossil fuels and replace them with green energy and green hydrogen. And the way we are looking at it, we are talking about green hydrogen in its purest form, so almost 100% clean. And it should be accessible for everybody. And one of the quickest paths to transform to green hydrogen is to share our knowledge as a company about how you and every other company in every sector can produce, store, and use green hydrogen with an electrolyzer connected to a green energy source. But firstly, why do we need green energy? Why do we need green hydrogen? First of all, because it's clean. Secondly, it is relatively safe. And thirdly, because of the generations that will come behind us. We will have to look at the goals that the EU set for us and see what is possible. It's the EU's ambition to reduce greenhouse emissions to at least 55%. It's the EU's ambition to install 50 gigawatts of electrolyzers capacity before 2030. And it's the EU's ambition to have at least 32% of share of green energy before the end of this year. Hydrogen is enjoying an unprecedented momentum at the moment. And the world should not miss the unique chance to make hydrogen a very important part of clean and secure energy future. For any sector which are already powered by fossil fuels like coal, oil and gas, we can set up a system that can actually run on hydrogen. We as Adsensys have developed systems that can work within internal logistics, in the glass and horticultural energy, arable farming, animal husbandry, external mobility, the building environment, construction, earth-moving equipment, and heat-using process companies. The future of green hydrogen is not in the future, it is now. And a lot of big sectors are testing and looking at what they can do, specifically on a very large scale, to see how they can transfer power to green hydrogen. Steel production companies, oil companies, logistics, aviation, but all these processes takes time. And if you ask me, it takes too much time. These big green ideas, how important they are still not fast enough if we want to reach our climate goals. And it's all about implementing fast and making sure green hydrogen will be available for everybody and is cheaper than fossil fuels. And preparing for European goals, we need to come up with a different solution. And if you want to start introducing hydrogen into our energy mix, we firmly believe that decentralized, scalable and modular systems will make the transition far more faster than we are doing right now. So now we must act. And we have decentralized, smaller scalable systems available. By attacking this in a decentralized way, would give us the opportunity to produce hydrogen and using green energy without massive investments and with much lower risks. Secondly, the hydrogen is produced close to the point of use, and therefore infrastructural changes could be minimized. And thirdly, it makes it possible to start right now. We always say, dream big, act small, start now. In 2013, we produced a green hydrogen plant already that was working in Rozenburg, Rotterdam. And in 2018, we converted this whole project for the first home heating project officially started. And we as Adsensys adapted the system, produced the system for generating the hydrogen for a new installation, and it was producing 20 kilowatts of power, and it produced around 8 kilograms of hydrogen per day. And the entire system could be monitored like standard, remotely, and due to the modular construction that we have built, if it needs to be expanded in the future, it is possible. And with this project, all its partners are thinking concretely about the future, the production, distribution and conversion of hydrogen with the ultimate goal of CO2-free comfort. Another example that we have is a solution for a company named RotaArt, a manufacturer of customer-specific plastic products which are made by means of rotational casting. And RotaArt is looking at the future and they say all signs are green. In the case of RotaArt, it's doing everything they want to do needs to be sustainable. And the ambition from them, as they say, is they want to be Paris-proof well before the date of 2050. And therefore, mid-2022, they decided to investigate through a pilot the possibility of using green hydrogen with it to lower their CO2 footprint and use of their fossil fuels. And the pilot was started already just before the end of last year. And it involves blending hydrogen into the natural gas, which is used in their rotational molding machines. And the ultimate goal is to develop and get the knowledge to know where the boundaries lie in this process, and then scale up throughout the whole factory. Another example that we have is internal logistics. We have made several setups for companies with forklift trucks that are powered by green hydrogen. The green hydrogen is produced on site using their own resources, is put under the right pressure and made available to their own fleet of logistics. So you might be wondering, if it's already possible and we make it happen right now, why have we never heard of us before? And this is because at the end of 2021, we had so many systems running in pilot scale that we decided now the products that we are using within the industry as pilots are finally ready to be released into the market on a much bigger scale. So in 2021, we decided as a company that it was time to completely shift our company to one main focus, and that was bringing hydrogen, green hydrogen solutions to the market. I don't need to explain that what happened in early 2022, that the whole energy transition was pushed together and gave a lot of momentum. But it was also the year that we as a company could develop ourselves to be able to share our knowledge, to share our specialism within the hydrogen industry. And that we made it very clear that for every question, there is always a solution. We collaborate with partners all over the world, and we are looking for partners that are sharing our vision to make hydrogen available for everybody. And that's also why we partnered up with the kinds like Enapter, because they have the same focus, because they have a look forward to looking at mass production. And this mass production will lower the prices and will make it available for everybody in the market. We had the same dream, with one goal in mind, making green hydrogen accessible for everybody, at every time and every place. So we might have chosen a way that's a little bit different from our others in the industry. But we, as a company, are able to deliver a modular setup that is scalable, that can make hydrogen available for everybody, everywhere. And the systems are compact, have a relatively good return on investment, deliverable and working within a couple of months' time if you need. And we are building compact setups that can be combined to achieve hydrogen quantity needed. So we look at how much do you actually need, and we design the system. And we can design a system that will deliver 1 kilogram of hydrogen per day, all the way up to several tons per day, all by using the same scalability and modularity. And we believe as a company that decentralized, scalable and modular way of approach of this market is the quickest way and the only way to start implementing hydrogen into our energy mix today. And if we do this, it will drive down the price, it will drive down the availability, and it will make hydrogen available for everybody. And that's how we believe we will tackle the climate goals that we are set out to have. And we'll make sure that our planet will be ready for the many generations to come. We have the passion, we have the means and the knowledge to make green hydrogen the fuel source of the future. The question is, are you? You have a unique opportunity. It's time to be part of the next industrial revolution. You can build your energy supply sustainable and help to turn the world green again with green hydrogen at your facility, safely stored, 24/7 available. We are ready. Are you? Thank you. If you want to discuss, please visit us at our booth C53 and have a drink.